often a soldier dies in his bed these days.
No, sir. No such luck, sir.
Pretty sudden, wasn't it?
Chill carried him off very suddenly, sir. A week ago, he was as fit as you and I when he came home on leave.
Well, there's one thing. Brody the novelist will be remembered when half the great soldiers of the war have been forgotten.
I shouldn't be surprised, sir. No, it's all right, sir.
By the way, when's the funeral?
Tomorrow, sir. Very quietly in the country.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Goodbye, Cook. So long, girls. You'll be in work again in less than no time. Red Cross, munitions, whatnot. Come in.
What's the idea? What's the meaning of all this? Who are you?
Stevenson has told you the sad news.
Look here, sir. I don't even know what your name is.
You can call me R.
R, exclamation.
No, R for rhododendron. Definitely Alfred. Did you have a good crossing from France?
Excellent, thank you. Only to find out as soon as I landed in England that I was dead.
Very sad. Casualties have been very heavy of late.
But look here, sir. Have you seen this?
Mm-hmm.
What's the explanation of that?
Well, the explanation of that is this.
What does that mean?
It means that we can't advance a yard in Palestine till we're quite sure of the Arabs behind us.
We're not quite sure, is that it?
In the sense that lets up to this extent, things are pretty critical.
Yes, but look here, sir, I don't see.
No, and you won't see if you keep on talking. Now, Germany is making every effort at the moment to buy up the Arabs. Tell me, do you love your country?
Well, I've just died for it.
You can't guess why?
I suppose I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Well, these areas always upset the golfers. You never know what to do with them. Here are your passports. One British, one American. You have the reputation of being a shrewd observer of life, Ashenden.
Ashenden, me?
Yes, you. The late lamented Brodie was much too well known for our present purpose.
Okay, what are you driving at?
Ashenden is going to Switzerland to locate a certain German agent who is leaving for Arabia very shortly via Constantinople.
Description?
None.
Well, that's helpful.
But your predecessor, rest his soul, in his last message said he thought he was staying at the Hotel Excelsior. I want you to go there. Now, in this envelope is the name of a man playing for both sides who may help you to find him.
When I have found him?
That sounded just like a pistol shot, didn't it? Report to me and you'll be given further instructions.
I see. He's not to be allowed to reach Constantinople.
Precisely. I like a man who makes quick decisions. Tonight, a car will take you to Dover. You'll change into civvies on the destroyer, which will take you across the channel. From there, you'll go to Switzerland by a roundabout route. Your assistant will be there before you.
I'm to have an assistant, am I?
Yes, and in the circumstances, a very useful one. We call him the hairless Mexican.
Oh, why?
Chiefly because he's got a lot of curly hair and isn't a Mexican. You can call him the General. He isn't a general, but he'll appreciate the compliment. You'll see him for yourself. But where's the General?
He took to the cellar, sir, when the raid began.
Funny, he can't have lost his nerve. Mr. Ashenden will be leaving in a few minutes.
Very good.
Hold on, let's go down.
Right. Where's my cap? Go back.
Now, bear in mind, if the Swiss police know what you're up to, they'll have you in the jug.
Right, you are. I'll watch my step.
Here, steady, steady, my girl. It's much safer down here than upstairs, you know.
I'd rather be upstairs with a bomb than downstairs with some people. He's trying to let me go.
Hello, General. I did you an injustice. I thought you came down here to dodge the bombs.
But, Mr. R., you should know me better.
This is Ashenden.
General Pompilio Moctezuma de la Brigade del Conde de Longu. Very pleased. Excuse me, I have some very important business. See you in Switzerland. Hello, dearie, sweetie. Just a moment. I love you.
Lady Calais. Not only ladies. Well, now that you've met, we won't delay your departure no longer. I'd better go and see what he's up to. So long.
Good evening. You've got some rooms for me, I believe.
Oh, yes.
My name is Ashenden.
I will see. Ashenden? Oh, yes, monsieur. Rooms 234 and 5, second floor, bedroom and sitting room. Could you sign your name and address?
Thank you. The private bath with those, I suppose.
Certainly, monsieur. Madame Ashenden has insisted on a private bath. Who? Madame. Your wife, monsieur. She arrived yesterday. You were not expecting her so soon.
No, not quite so soon. Pleasant surprise for me, isn't it?
Indeed, yes, monsieur.
Mrs. Ashenden looking well?
Madame looks ravissant, monsieur.
Well, that is nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I made a mess of this now. I'll do another one upstairs. Rooms 2, 3, 4, and 5, you said?
Yes, monsieur.
I suppose Mrs. Ashenden has the key.
Yes, monsieur. Shall I come up with you, monsieur?
No. I think I'll just surprise her on my own, if you don't mind. Have my luggage sent up, will you?
Certainly.
What were those numbers again?
234 and 5. I'll write them down. For you, sir?
Thank you very much.
Well, there. It's all right.
I'm so sorry. I'm afraid it was entirely my fault.
Oh, it's quite all right. No harm done. Sure, I haven't had him. Not a bit. Quite all right, thanks. Poor old boy.
Was ist los? Was ist geschehen?
Oh, gar nicht. Someone just trod on his foot, my dear. That's all. Nothing.
Wer ist das? Engländer, nicht wahr?
Ja.
Aren't you through with that bath?
I'm trying myself.
Good news. What are we going to do tomorrow?
My way.
Why aren't you going out with me? Didn't you promise? What about a nice private picnic in the wood around here somewhere?
About a nice public lunch in the dining room downstairs.
Oh, lady, didn't I make any better hit with you than that?
No way. I'm a respectable married woman, and I've only known you 24 hours.
Sure, that means in 48 you'll know me twice as well. And by the end of the week, you looking for anybody around here?
You're only my wife.
And by the end of the week, what?
A divorce, it looks like. Are you Mr. Ashenden? Guilty.
Darling, you're here at last.
Angel, how well you're looking. Delicious. I hope you haven't been lonely.
Oh, no. This gentleman and I picked each other up in the lounge yesterday, didn't we?
Yes. A good angel threw us together.
He's been most kind and entertaining. Mr. Roger Martin, isn't it?
It sounds swell the way you say it, but it's really Robert Marvin.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
pleased to meet you, Mr. Larkin.
How do you do, Mr. Ashencan?
Not at all.
Well, I suppose it's time now for the triangle to retire from the family circle. Exit, baffled.
wasn't expecting you quite so soon.
So I gathered.
Jealous?
My good girl, there's no need for you to play a part now. Kindly tell me who you are, what your name is, and why you're passing yourself off as my wife.
My name is Elsa Carrington. I thought you could have answered the other questions for yourself.
But you mean that old ruffian ours gone and unloaded you on me?
Yes, as you so elegantly put it.
But you're on the same job.
Yes, R sent for me and told me to come out here to join my husband, Mr. Richard Ashenden. So here I am, Dickie dear.
Now, how do I know you're really the person you say you are?
Here's my passport.
That's better. Who is it? All right, stick him down there. Anything else?
First of all, I'd like to see yours.
Well, that's better still.
All right. I acknowledge you as my true and lawful husband. Well, I've got a note for you. It's in my bedroom.
Our bedroom?
Mine, you sleep there.
Oh.
Here it is.
Go.
Well, what does it say?
Do you mind if I come in? You don't want the whole hotel to hear, do you?
If you don't mind my getting on with the day's work.
No, not the least. I had to work it out. It's in code.
I know.
You opened it?
Of course I did. Don't be silly.
Father concerns you says, I'm making you a married man just to round off your new character.
What else does it say?
Your wife comes of fighting stock. A regular little fire-eater, in fact. It will be nice. I look to you to direct her energies into the right channels. Be as connubial as possible. Yours are.
What does connubial mean?
Uxorious.
What's that mean? Speak English.
Affectionate in a big way.
Oh.
Well, that shouldn't be difficult. Well, what do you think of your new husband?
I'm agreeably surprised.
Thank you. Chilly, this bath.
Well, you see, I've been reading your books for years and years, and I sort of pictured you as a very old gentleman. Not near so bad as I thought.
That's very kind of you. It's too hot here.
What do you think of me?
I don't know. I'll tell you when you finish putting on your face. Look here, what did you really take this job on for?
What else was there to do?
Oh, all sorts of things. You might have been a nurse or something.
Me? I'm no ministering angel. I come to Switzerland for a thrill.
You think I'm going to give it you?
Goodness, no. You're only the means to an end.
The end being?
Excitement, big risks, danger. Perhaps even a little.
All that sort of thing may not be quite so amusing as you think.
Now, look here. Let's understand each other. I've burnt my boats. I've quarreled with dozens of people to come out here to do something worthwhile. There's no good you're standing there looking middle-aged and bleating about
All right,
safety
all
first
right,
and
all right.
Well, how do we start?
I suppose I told you what we're here for.
A little. He said, you tell me the rest.
What on earth's that?
Hello.
Good heavens.
How did you get here?
My dear old friend, how do you do?
Yes. Steady on.
Oh, Ashenden, how have you been all the time? I haven't seen you.
Yes. All right. Take it easy, General. Take it easy. How did you get in?
Oh, I was staying on door all the time, but... And I was knocking and barking, but you did not hear. Too busy in company of beautiful woman, lady, girl.
You know this man, do you then?
Oh, I think he's a conjurer or something. Follows me about the hotel and tries to show me some silly trick with pennies.
Very nice trick. Your wife, huh?
How do you know this lady's my wife?
How do I? Very simple. Passport in table. Each one on side of each other one.
No flies on you, are there?
You know him?
Well, of course I do. He's one of our colleagues, aren't you, General?
General Pompilio Montezuma de la Villa del Conde de l'Ambu, as I said before.
Yes, I may as well tell you at once that this lady is not my wife.
Then what?
This lady's been issued to me officially by old man R.
Issued? What do you mean issued? Issued like passport? Or you mean given to you? Oh, this is too much. And who has given her to you? Will you tell me who has given her? Oh, maybe perhaps this old... Oh, this old, foolish, terrible, impossible man! This is awful! This is too much! Really too much! For you, beautiful woman, and what for me? What for me? Nothing! Nobody, nothing! No, this is... Caramba de Dios! Caramba! For you, all this, and nothing for me! No. I resign.
General, perhaps you'll listen if you've quite finished. Brodie was a bachelor, therefore Ashenden has to be a married man. It makes it much safer, that's all. This girl's been issued to me as part of my disguise.
I resign.
She's nothing to me, I tell you, and I'm nothing to her. Can't you understand?
No. Oh, maybe, perhaps, his lie is true?
But of course it's true. What do you mean?
Oh, then in this case, maybe affections of beautiful lady are free for me? Completely free?
Absolutely, as far as I'm concerned.
Can't you do anything about this? Do I look as if I enjoy conjuring tricks?
Yeah, General. No lovemaking, no funny business. We can't afford to take risks. The Swiss police will be on us in no time. Besides, you've got to get a move on. What have you done since we've got here, anyway?
Oh, me much too big gentleman to tell this in front of a lady.
I dare say. Let me remind you, we're here for a purpose, and we've got to start tomorrow. Our first job is to go to a village in the mountains called Langenthal. In Langenthal, there's a church. In that church, we'll find the organist, who ours says here has been working for the Germans, but is now on our side. We've got to get in touch with him, and he'll put us onto the track of the man we're after.
What do I do?
Nothing. You stay here and wait in case a phone call comes through from Zurich.
Thank you. That'll be a good start. Would you mind removing your friend so I can get on with my dressing?
Go on, General. Out you go.
Well?
Well?
How does Mrs. Ashenden look now? This has all been done for your especial benefit.
Very kind of you, I'm sure. A bit fond of yourself, aren't you?
Married life has begun.
All right, shout about that as much as you like. But don't forget we've got a job to do, and it's part of that job to keep it secret, whatever happens. Code signal. He'll see us in his mirror. United prayers.
Do not insult me, please.
I'm not insulting you.
Floor makes my beautiful leg very angry. Sure.
Better keep a lookout.
Nice work. Neat, very neat. Someone very much did not want we should speak to him.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
Oh, look.
Oh, what's that?
Not so neat after all. Big struggle before he died. Me better, much better. She struggles me.
The man who owns business with a man who killed him.
Yes, sir. Listen here. Also, he's the man we are looking for to find.
You're right, that's the motive. One way of stopping a fellow's mouth.
Say, look out, someone's coming.
But your wife, she'll wonder what happened to her poor little general.
I say, do let's stay here a little longer. I've always wanted to come to Switzerland. The people are so nice.
Yes, especially Charlie there. Hey, Fred, you mind moving down a bit so we can see the scenery?
Oh, no, don't. He's nice.
Are those your own teeth?
Of course, they're ever so silly. I bet yours aren't.
Well, I never thought to look. Wait a minute. You mind holding them for me?
Don't be so disgusting.
Look at that nose. Boy, I bet you could squeeze it and get a quart of whiskey out of it. Hey, Sam. George. Fred, whatever your name is. Give me some smokes, will you? Smokes. Oh, there I dropped an H. No. Voulez-vous,
He's fond of you.
I was afraid of that. No, you don't understand. Cigaruchin. No? Compris. Compris.
What is this strange power you have over coachmen?
No mystery, lady. Just a well-equipped young man at home in every language.
Bad language.
Why, you... Oh.
Man paralyzed when about to strike woman.
Oh.
What's the matter, wind?
No, love.
What, again?
Why not? Speaking of love, do you think that bow-legged husband of yours would mind if I kissed her?
He's not bow-legged. I'll call the
He
police.
is too bow-legged. Oh. Well, if you won't let me kiss you, do you mind if I bite your Adam's apple?
Oh.
Speaking of your husband, if you go on defending him like that, the idea might get around that you loved him.
I think I do.
Oh. How long has this been going on?
Since yesterday.
Yesterday. That's a fine thing after the way you practically flung yourself at me.
Oh, look at you.
Well, I'll call the police.
Mauvais. Vivantaire.
Home, James. I mean the casino. Can you play a duet?
Diablo, she's not in dining room. Where can she be?
I don't know, I'm sure. What's the matter with you?
Me still blind on this ear.
All right. Calm down, General. Calm down. She's probably in the hotel somewhere. Rather, have you seen Mrs. Ashton this evening?
Madam is gone with another gentleman to the casino. Telegram for you.
Thank you.
Consult, General. Silly. First find man, and then I do my job. Let's go to casino to see nice Mrs. Ashton. Huh?
Can't you keep your mind on the business, General? This is urgent.
You are always jumping conclusions. Maybe nice Mrs. Ashton has found out something, huh? Let's go.
Steady on. We can't go in these clothes. They won't let us in. Well, we should go and change.
Have you any night shift today? Yes, sir?
That all I got?
Yes, sir.
Use your own money.
I haven't any.
All right. What?
I could put all those on too.
Sentiment. 2 stands for twins. That's what you and I are going to raise when we settle down together. What do you say? Oh, don't be a piker, honey. Let's do this in a big way.
Oh, look, that's the dog I put on in the hotel. Doesn't seem to bear any malice, does he? Don't you like him?
You know exactly I hate our dogs.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hello, there you are.
You must have had a long walk. I got rather bored staying in the hotel, so I came along here with Mr. Marvin. You don't mind, do you?
Good heavens, no.
Good evening, good evening. 9 of them. What do you think of that? Thank heavens you've come along to take your dull wife off my hands. I'm tired of talking in words of one syllable.
Oh, you don't know each other, do you? This is the gentleman I was talking to you about this morning.
General Pompilio Montezuma della Villa del Conde de l'Anjou.
Do you mind if I call you Charlie?
I mind.
Santerre! Pardon me while I pick up my winnings.
Well, what?
What happened? Did you get any results?
Sum total of our day's work.
What does that mean?
I can't tell you here.
Oh, okay.
Oh. The state.
That's a lot of buttons for somebody. You'll have to pay 7 buttons, won't you?
À qui ce bouton?
Why, it's one of yours, isn't it?
What? Yes, sir.
I suppose it must be. Thanks.
I must ask you, will you kindly take that dog out of the
nonsense. The dog was tied up, looking broken asleep.
Why did you look so startled? What was that backbone again?
That's all.
Do you imagine they have to... How thrilling.
I'm glad you think so.
But he's English.
Pretending to be.
Let me have another look at him.
That is quite forbidden that dogs should be brought.
Well, I don't worry about the rules.
He looks so harmless.
Die Herr Direktor will explain to you hier, was ist denn hier los? Schön, ich habe diesen Herrn gesagt, 5 oder 6 Mal, er muss unbedingt den Hund rausnehmen. So, also dann gehen Sie mal nach oben. Jawohl, Monsieur, that's essential.
Oh, anybody hurt?
The dog's not doing any harm. Couldn't bite anybody if he tried.
And they're making a ridiculous fuss about the dog being in the casino.
What's the trouble?
Seems the sausage hound has busted the regulations.
Good heavens, how many of them?
All of them, I guess.
But are these the regulations governed by the Geneva Convention of 1864?
Mais non, monsieur. They are the regulations of the casino.
Have you got a copy of the regulations?
There's no need. They are well known.
He hasn't got a copy of the rules.
Did you
You
understand?
understand, sir, that under no circumstances whatever
And we allowed to have this dog molested.
unless you show us a copy of the regulations governing the transportation of livestock in this casino.
Right. I would do the whole thing over again. Yes. You understand, sir?
Now I go immediately to my office. And then we shall see. Becker, schauen Sie mal her. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Livestock. Das sind doch Tiere, Herr Direktor. Gehen Sie mal los. Jawohl, Herr Direktor.
May I introduce you?
Well, the dog's already done that in the hotel. My name's Keeper.
Yes, mine's Ashenden. You know my wife, do you?
No, I do.
Said a minute ago. Oh, there you are, Elka. Do you know Mr. Caper?
General Pompilio Montezuma de la... Oh, we met. Pardon me.
Are you also a friend of Ashenden's?
Yes, me friend of every man his beautiful wife.
Oh, that reminds me, I was going to see my wife. She's watching the dancing.
I think this calls for a celebration. Anybody here on the wagon?
Well, I'm hardly dressed for parties. Be kind of you, Mr. Marvin. I've been climbing all day, up by Langenthal.
In that case, you're entitled to the first drink. Come along.
Did you hear? He was in same village today we were.
Yes, I heard. Go on, go and talk to him a bit. I've got an idea.
This college boy, no simpatico.
Get along with you. Don't talk so much. Go on.
Oh, do you? I thought you were starting on your long trip today.
No, day after tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Here you are. General Pompilio Montezuma de la Villa del Conde de Longo.
Yeah, I want you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Ashenden and my wife. I think you've already met Mr. Marvin, haven't you? Yes.
General, look at your tie. It's terrible. Come here, let me fix it for you.
Did you hear? He's leaving the day after tomorrow.
Comprendo.
Yeah, this is what I want you to do.
Have you been away from England long?
I have never been to England, and I have never before been away from Germany.
What do you have? I'll have a double gin and tonic.
I refuse to discuss the matter any further, General. That's quite enough.
It is not enough. Me just beginning.
Boys, how about a nice friendly little drink? Pull yourself together, General. Don't make a scene. Shut up, you hear?
Me not shut up.
Hey, what's the trouble?
Me not shut up.
It doesn't matter. It's nothing at all. It's perfectly all right. I'd like a cognac, please.
It is not all right. He insults me in very big way. He says this thing is nothing. I say this thing is very big something. You bet your sweet little life.
Now, General, really?
No. I make the propuesta that we should climb the mountain all together. He says me not fit for mountain climbing because I only think on beautiful women. Now, that is too much.
My dear General, all I said was that you couldn't go climbing mountains and taking your beautiful women with you. Well, that's
Sure, that's all, General. He was only joking. Forget it.
Don't be so touchy, General.
Me touchy as much as I want. I bet you 5 English pounds that I can climb mountains much higher than you can.
Oh, don't be so silly. Go on, Ashenden. He's called you bluff. No, but it's ridiculous to take a joke like this.
You see? He's making the climb out.
You mean to back down?
That's what I said.
Well, it's a fit, is it? All right, I'm on.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight's on. All we need now is a little mountain. Anyone got a mountain?
No.
Well, there's the Langenthal. But you better take some old hand with you. There's rather a tricky bit about 1,000 feet above the Thundercurve.
Oh, well, I wonder if there's anywhere in the town where we can get a guide. Perhaps you know somebody.
Oh, I think the whole porter's man to us. As a matter of fact, if I weren't going away the day after tomorrow, I should have to take you up myself.
Oh, that would have been awfully nice. What a pity. Well, of course, it can't be helped.
I suppose you couldn't make it tomorrow, could you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I could, of course. But how about you, General? Does it mean breaking a date, wouldn't it?
Why, what for? Does one climb mountain in middle of night?
Well, the guide is engaged. While the boys are mobilizing, what about a dance for you and me?
Sorry, I'm just one of those old-fashioned wives. How about it?
Come on, with pleasure. Excuse us, won't you?
You were wonderful. What are you going to do? Wasn't it marvelous the way he fell for it?
I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway.
Do you think he suspects anything?
No, you wouldn't be coming with us if you did. Look here, you want to stay behind and look after Mrs. Caper.
Oh, why?
Well, somebody's got to keep her occupied. You better practice German conversation with her.
Why can't I come with you?
Oh, don't be absurd.
Oh, I see. I've got to stay at home with a stuffy old housefrau while you go out hunting and get all the fun. I call it rot.
Listen, I'll tell you something.
What?
We aren't hunting a fox, we're hunting a man. It's an oldish man with a wife. Oh, I know it's war and it's our job to do it. That doesn't prevent it being murder. It's simple murder. And all you can see in it is fun. Come here, little girl. Come on, come to me, will you? Yeah. Oh. Hey, don't you take any notice of that funny dog there.
I suppose your husband's a very good mountaineer.
Yes, and he is there. All is safe.
Is this your home?
It was our home.
Where you lived before the war?
If you please, we do not talk about the war.
Will you sit down and we will have a little German conversation, yes?
I'd love to.
How much German do you know?
I'm afraid very little.
Suppose you say to me the days of the week in German.
Sonntag, Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch.
That is good, but pronounce the words broader, so Sonntag, Montag, Dienstag, yes?
Please, ma'am, my mommy says have you room for a new boy in your class?
No, go away.
Pardon me, I was speaking to the teacher.
Do you understand German, Mr. Marvin?
Not a word, but I speak it fluently. I'll sit down here by this little girl. I promise to be good. I won't pull your hair or anything. Much. Here. Little girl shouldn't smoke cigarettes in class.
Would you like to try it, please? The days of the week in German?
Sure. Sonntag, Montag, well,
Oh, your pronunciation is terrible.
I thought so. Look what it's done to the dog.
Oh, you ought to be back in comfortable time for dinner. What appetites we'll have generally.
Sure, sure. We'll have big fun when this thing is over. Huh?
Now, perhaps you are going to an hotel and you wish to engage a room. In what way would you say it?
I would say I want a double bedroom and bath for myself and my beautiful wife. This is my beautiful wife.
No, I speak to Mrs. Ashenden. What would you say?
I would say I want a single room, please. Listen, please. Ich möchte eine kleine Zimmer.
Well, the going's not too bad so far, is it? No, pretty good, really. I suppose this sort of work's child's play to you, eh, General?
Oh, for me, just second nature.
Look, we've got a grand day for it.
Oh, yes. As Englishmen say, the more better the day, the more better the deed. Correct?
Yes, approximately.
Pretty, come here. Come. He is always troublesome when his master is away. He thinks of him all the time. Please do say that again.
Was kostet es für eine Nacht?
Is not going through with this, do you hear?
So, we are not. You forget instructions of Mr. R. You prepared me finish. Besides, what about my money for this job?
What are you waiting for? You two fellas still at it?
He makes again the back down, and I mean the climb up. He's tired, he says.
Oh, look here, if you're tired, let's cut it out.
Good. No. This is only trick for me losing my bet.
Oh, you won your bet, all right, if you like. I'll pay you the money down.
No, but there is my honor to make the climb.
All right, well, then go and climb by yourself. Stay back here with me, will you, Caper?
No, please, come with me.
No, you stay here. Let him carry on alone. No. I think I'd better go with him. It's a bit tricky up there.
Thank you.
Now, look here. You can see us reach the top from the observatory over there. Come on, General, I'll race you.
No, he's being a very bad dog. Fritzi,
When your master comes home, I tell him how you behave. And then what will happen, huh? Now you lie there like a good little dog. Now, Mrs. Ashenden, we go back to our lesson. You think 20 marks is too much for your room, so what do you say?
That is true. Oh, I know. What does it matter?
Now you will see them easily.
Thanks very much.
Don't understand. It's never like this before. I wonder if...
Look out, keeper, for God's sake! You're very quiet tonight. What's the matter? Bring you on a nice little steamer trip, and this is how you behave. No, sorry, I apologize. Missing your dear little American friend, I suppose. Hello, General. How are you?
Here we are. Good evening. How have you been? Good evening. How are you?
How did the police inquiry go?
Oh, perfectamente, perfectamente. Beautiful accident. Very, very sad, but could not be helped. Poor, poor gentleman.
Didn't they find out any more about him?
Oh, nothing important. Only photography of his wife when she was young and photography of little English village where he lived once. Oh, I forgot. I have telegram for you waiting in hotel. But me gentleman, I have not opened it.
Tomorrow, I'll have to decode it.
It's chocolate.
The button.
The wrong man. seems very much like those buttons are more common here than we thought.
Lovely place, Switzerland, isn't it? So gay, such charming people. I think I've ever met so many really charming people in one place. I love them all, especially generals. I think generals are so funny, don't you?
Elsa,
and there's one
please.
more I've got to say. I hope you won't think me very schoolgirlish, but I would like to tell you how wonderful it's been meeting you, Mr. Ashenden. I'd often wonder what you were like, of course, but now I know, I really know. Think of that.
Shut up. For God's
Oh, I
sake.
believe you're trying to snub me. Please don't. I'm being terribly sincere about all this. In fact, I'm going to be quite shameless. I'm going to tell you a secret. I fell in love with you at first sight. Not just a crush, but a crash. Does that amuse you? I thought it would. And I've been so faithful to my love for you. I can't tell you how unkind I've been to poor Marvin. I'm glad it's over now.
I see. It's over.
Isn't it funny? I always thought it never could end, but it has. Aren't you glad? It's so boring being idolized.
Oh, yes, of course I'm glad. Because after this you'll be able to treat the whole thing just as an ordinary job, something you're paid for. You are paid a salary, I suppose?
Oh, yes, that's what I'm doing it for, money. Didn't you know?
It isn't. You know it isn't.
Yes, it is, I tell you. Only, somehow, I don't like murder at close quarters as much as I expected. Or murderers, for that matter. It's childish of me.
I don't like him much either, as a matter of fact.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
It hasn't been much fun for me either lately.
I don't wonder.
I didn't kill him, you know.
You were there when it was done?
Oh, yes, I was there all right. Half a mile away at the other end of a telescope. Yes, it's quite true. Just one of those long-range assassins. That doesn't make it any better, does it? I think you're beginning to find that out, too. Aren't you? Oh, I say, don't cry. Here, have a cigarette.
Why can't we give it all up?
Why, would that make any difference? To us? Yes, but I thought you said it was all over. You know, you weren't the only one that crashed. Hmm? Come on, it's getting cold. Let's go. There are times, Mrs. Ashton, when it is almost a pleasure to be alive.
Is this one, Mr. Ashenden?
I don't quite know yet. Just hold this cup and I'll tell you. Ah, yes, it is.
Idiot.
Here's my copy.
No. Business first. Have you finished that letter of resignation?
Yes, it's on the table.
Well,
I shouldn't think I'll be very pleased when he gets it.
especially the postscript.
Here, will you give me another cup of coffee, please?
What's going to happen when we get back to England?
Oh, nothing much. I'll just send somebody else out to take my place, that's all. Why, it doesn't matter much to you, does it? Here, answer the telephone.
Answer it yourself, lazy.
Not a rude.
Yeah.
Say, you've
Hello.
forgotten the sugar as usual.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Oh. Is that the ugliest woman in the world? Who is it?
Your hated rival,
They're all my hated rivals. Which one is it this time?
Marvin. Yes. Yes, thanks. Much better. Yes, all alone. The neglected wife as usual. Yes, you have my permission to spill it. That's very sudden and...
Shattering.
Shattering for a girl. Yes. I'm afraid I can't, because I promised my husband I'd... Ooh, you better not let him hear that.
You can cut out that Darby and Jones stuff. You see, I know your husband. And look what you're passing up. Me. A caveman with a college education. What more do you want, for heaven's sake?
You're breaking my back.
Well, this is my last word. Listen. Pardon me while the brain reels. Our first kiss, or am I just goofy?
Was that really you?
Yes, my love. Not off, it wasn't. Hey, what's the idea? Whom have I been kissing? Hold on, here's your little helper. Oh.
Hello.
Is that you at last? Let me get this straight. Whom have I been kissing, you or the old man? Very well, I'm satisfied. Now get me. This, madam, is the end. So long and goodbye. And may you have quintuplets. You know, I'm quite sorry for that chap. I believe he's really fond of you.
Isn't anyone else?
Yes, me.
Oh, hello, General.
Morning.
Come to join the celebrations?
Yes. Making the morning husband and wife exercises?
No, not this time. It's a genuine article today.
1 dozen daily. I intrude, yes?
No, not in the least, General. You've just come to a decision and we're celebrating it, that's all.
Correct.
We're going away from here tomorrow. I've resigned.
Resigned. What does this word mean? In middle of war. Impossible. Imagine, could I resign in middle of war, or imagine whole army and front line would do this resign business.
I wouldn't do it if I were in the army. Fighting in the front lines at dance, I'd cleaner job than this.
And then, if the most respectful Mr. R does not accept your assignment, and he certainly will not.
Oh, I can't help that anyway.
Then what?
Listen, look here, I'm fed up with this whole business. It isn't as if we've done any good since we've been out here so far. We aren't trained bloodhounds, either of us.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They can quite easily find somebody much better than we are to take our place.
Maybe for you they can find. Not for me. Me certainly very well-trained bloodhound. Me first-class bloodhound.
No worries, I know all about that, thank you.
Yes? Then it's good. Come here, I'll tell you.
What is it?
This is the reason why I'm here in this minute. Very big, important news. Very best up to now.
I dare say.
Directamente to men. To the right man. No making mistakes this time, please.
No good. Nothing
Do
doing.
for me.
I'm
Please,
through, I tell you. I'm
please.
finished.
Me promise. Me do everything. You only give advice. Word of honor. I mean, promise.
Well, look here, advice is all you get. Hurry up. Tell me what it's all about.
Yes, fine.
Don't go.
It's all right. I shall more than a few minutes.
Ashton.
It's all right. How did that? Hey, we've got past your room anyway.
Yes, but here is my little baby's room. We go here. Wow! Querida, caridissima, how have you been all the time? I brought you a very fine gentleman friend of mine to see you.
Oh, why have you come into my bedroom, Angel? I'm a nice girl.
So I gather. How'd you do?
Isn't she sweet? Please sit down.
Thank you. Your Secretary General, I suppose.
No, yes, my private secretary. Isn't she sweet?
Oh, come on, General. What's it all about?
There is very much all about. You wait and see. You see, last night we met in a guest house. I play my little penny game with her. So,
We get acquainted very quickly.
Of course, you would.
We also talked afterwards.
Oh, I wonder what about.
Little conversation. She tells me about her fiancé.
What, is he here too?
Oh, no.
He works in chocolate factory on the top floor. But he's in big money. He makes about 4 times as big money as any other clerk. And here I come to the point.
I can't believe it.
You go and play find and seek with it, yes? Here, baby.
Mine!
Ah, jump! You see, this chocolate factory is not only factory, but it is also, and now you will see that me very first class bloodhound, that me big patriot. You know what it is? You know?
No, I don't know.
It's the big German spy post office.
You mean the clearinghouse for information?
Yes, exactly. But secret, very secret. No one knows. Even manager does not know. Only 1 or 2 workmen know.
Including her boyfriend, I suppose.
Exactly. Yesterday, message came through, which is very big sensation. Message for someone.
You mean for the man we're after?
Exactly.
Are you quite sure of that?
Positive.
So we're onto him this time, really.
That's what I said.
Yes, but did the boyfriend mention any name?
No, he did not.
Well, then what's the good of that?
But he knows. And I'm quite sure he will tell for small money amount.
5,000 francs.
What? Are you crazy? Are you completely crazy? Didn't I give you already big money amount for you? 100 francs? Huh?
Oh, that was for me?
Yeah?
The other's for Carl.
Oh.
Because you want to get married.
Room 234, please.
Hello?
Listen, Elsa, something's happened. I've got to go out for a couple of hours. Will you send one of the boys down to the hall with my hat and coat? Well, we can easily still catch the night train. Did you get that?
Yes.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I can't help you. Yeah, I must. No, I haven't time to explain the details, but I'll let you know as soon as I get back. I shan't be long, really. You do understand, don't you?
Yes.
I'll go and find him and send him to you.
Come along, here's our guide. Polizei, bitte.
Polizeihauptwache?
Ich spreche von den Muscharwerken.
Wer ist da? Was, Sie haben 2 englische Spione? Was ist denn das los? Zentrale!
Bitte schön.
Ah, der Direktor von der Schokoladenfabrik.
2 englische Spione? Sind heute hier 2 Engländer?
Engländer? Sie meinen die 2 Herren, die ich mit Herrn Schulz gesehen habe?
So. Ja, es sind 2 Engländer in der Fabrik. Ja. Ja, schön, ja.
Machen Sie den großen Bereitschaftswagen fertig nach Portal 2. Wir müssen sofort ab.
No, I'm found. No, you know, forgive me. Give me your file.
I'm sorry.
Please, thank you. You have the money?
What is it, please?
My other trunk. Has it come down yet?
Yes, madam. But there is no label on. Where shall I send it to?
Oh, I don't know. Could you send it to the station and in my name to be called for?
Yes, madam.
And there's my letters.
700, 800, 900, 1,000. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Elsa.
You're leaving.
Yes. Madam, this is the end. Didn't you hear me?
Yes, I didn't think you meant it seriously.
I have to leave, all right. I've just had a hurry-up call back home, so if I don't check out now, it's goodbye to seeing the rest of little old Europe this trip anyway.
Where are you going?
To Greece first, I think. I was leaving this for you. Something to remember me by. Where are you going?
I haven't the faintest idea. I say, do I look as though I've been crying?
No, I don't think so. Why? Anything wrong?
I'm leaving, too.
What about your husband?
I haven't one anymore.
But look, only this morning you told me.
Please don't ask me to explain.
Well, the car is waiting.
I could come with you, couldn't I?
Oh, I couldn't. I mean...
I promised I wouldn't get in your way or interfere with anything you wanted to do.
But couldn't... I mean, shouldn't you go back to England?
Oh, no. I couldn't do that. There least of all. I'd be terrified. Please let me come, won't you?
We have only a few minutes left, sir.
Please.
All right, come on.
Yes, sir. Yes. No, sir. Mrs. Ashenden has just left, sir. Yes, sir. Left the hotel. Mr. Marvin, sir. He's gone, too. Yes. To the railway station with Madame.
What do you think?
He's gone.
Is this funny?
Elsa's gone with him.
No.
Well, she must have been onto him after all.
She's the first-classest bloodhound of all of us.
Come on.
Yes.
What an actress. She jumps ahead of us all the time. Right, you guys, no.
Colonel Anderson.
Oh, here you are. Here's your map. Upside down.
Oh, sorry. Sit down.
What's the matter? Feeling wet?
Oh, no.
Clever of that girl, getting ahead of him like that. With any luck, Ashenden ought to get him on the Greek front here. Here, before he slips out of neutral territory into Turkey.
Well, sir, supposing Ashenden makes a mess of it.
We'll see about that. Get me Army headquarters in the line when I get back.
You don't think there's any danger of this man getting through?
I don't. Get me that line.
Yes.
Not a hope. It's no use. No one's out on the platform till the train starts.
The idea. Maybe if I give money to the son of a rank-and-file. You know, Bakshish? I hate these people. They only do everything only for money.
Well, go on, try and see what happens.
Hello. Money? Bakshish? Come here. 1, 2. Okay, what done? More money. Come here, more bakshish. Come. 1, 2, now. Okay, what are you doing with this knife? Me, general, you know, me go to station master. You will see. Hello, station master?
Listen, I'm going to get some cigarettes. You'd better go into the compartment.
Have I time to get a magazine?
Yes.
Elsa! Elsa!
Martha, darling! Oi! You of all people! Oh, no, I can't get out. They won't let me through. How are you, darling? Oh, I'm so glad to see you. How on earth did you get here? Why did you take such risks?
I have to.
Yeah, well, I wish you'd let me know what you were up to.
I couldn't bear it any longer, darling. When I found out that you'd gone, it was the last straw. I had to leave.
What do things like it without telling me? I'm most frightfully anxious about you.
Anyway, thank heaven you're here. Now we can forget all about it and go back. No more killing, no more Mexicans.
We have permission. I have permission. Here. We have permission here. Oh, everybody has permission. Oh, our beautiful detective.
How on earth did you find out that Martha is the man we're after? You didn't know?
You're crazy.
He schooled her, too.
Where is he now?
He's going to get some cigarettes.
And quite sure he hasn't got onto the train that's going to Constantinople.
Constantinople. Turkey, enemy territory.
Ella la zema con la lista. I've seen him. He's just getting on. But it's ridiculous. It's impossible. He's been so kind and friendly.
Yes, friendly, much too friendly. See, my instinct, me hating him all time. Now we do our last job, then back to homes and beauty. Yes,
You must be
please.
fooling. That's what it is. It's fooling. It's just a joke.
Wait here till I come back. The red cross is the dance better go there.
I'm coming with you.
Bring a medical passport.
Yes?
Come on, let's go before we're out of useful country. Listen, Elsa, when the man comes for the tickets...
I'm not going to kill him.
You mad? Come away from that door.
I'm not going to let you do this. It's cold-blooded murder.
No use trying to stop us now. It's got to be done, that's all. We'll be in enemy country in a few minutes. You must be at the frontier now.
Look here.
I've got to do it. It's my job. You know that perfectly well.
I'd do anything in the world to relieve your moment's pain, but I'd sooner see you dead than let you go through with it. Don't you care at all what I feel?
Of course I do. You know that quite well.
Then don't do it.
I've got to.
All right.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to tell the first enemy soldier who you are.
You're so ridiculous. That's a pretty sight.
You see that spy, free today.
Only.
You English?
No, American.
God. I have lived Chicago town for 3 years. Where you live?
Hollywood.
Is that in America?
Sure.
Time. Baby.
Now you can tell. Please. Why are you on this train?
Because I'm going to Constantinople.
Are you alone?
Yes.
Come along with me.
Werden Sie mich brauchen? Vielleicht in einigen Minuten. Wo sind Sie? Ich bin im nächsten Wagen. Ich komme sofort zurück.
I'd better keep this handy. You see, I don't trust you. Now, what are you doing on this train?
I told you.
You're here on business. Old man R's business. You're in the spy racket too, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I can place you now. The lovely, neglected wife. And I felt I was sorry for you. But I'm sorrier now. You realize where you are? You're in my country. Enemy territory. Where are your two friends? On the train somewhere?
How on earth would they get on this train?
It's their headache, not mine. But if they have, they're dead men.
Why don't you have the train searched?
Exactly what I'm going to do.
When you do, perhaps you'll believe me.
I hope you're not bluffing me.
Why should I? Surely a clever man like you can guess.
Guess what?
Why, I've trailed halfway across Europe with you.
Really? How long has this been going on?
I think from the first day we met.
Before the villain was unmasked?
From the very beginning.
How did you find out about me?
Ashenden told me.
When?
Oh, a long time ago.
It made no difference.
None.
You're either the biggest double-crossing liar I've ever met, or... Congratulations on the punctuality of your airport. I'm afraid they made a mistake. Should have taken you off the train before they started this.
I tell you, I've got nothing to do with it. You know why I'm here.
Like old man R, making sure.
If friends fail, the enemy must step in. Boy, that's safe to place. Chivalrous German spy protects British lady from British bombs. That's very funny, isn't it? Too bad I didn't love you. I never did. You know that, don't you?
Neat, very neat.
Ashland, you use too much lipstick. Well, gentlemen, what's on your mind, General?
My dear friend, you have given us big trouble for a long time. Couldn't you tell us in Switzerland?
Sorry, but I had other business to attend to first. An organist in the church, for instance. Unfortunately.
Yes. And now is your turn.
Yes, it looks like it. You've made certain, sure. I congratulate you all. Especially Madame.
Excellent. Most convenient coincidence. Heaven is always with a good cause.
I think we can forego the Thanksgiving service. Well, when does the shooting begin?
Elsa, please go outside.
No gun. This is my job, you know. Besides, you know it. You go with Madame. Our conference will be very short. Call you back soon.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
You heard what I said just now. I meant it. I'd sooner see you dead than let you do this.
You realize it might be the end of our boss's knees?
What difference does that make to me?
His life against the life of thousands.
What I care about them, what I care about him is us. We're not going to have this on our conscience.
Listen.
Awesome.
General, Pompilio Moctezuma, la Frisia del Conde.